Okay guys, welcome back to the Forensic Detailing channel. I hope you're all doing well. Do not forget to subscribe. What have I been doing? We coated Lou's Gulf R the other day, and his dog, it's got claws like Wolverine, jumped up the side of it and put some deep scratches in, so we had to rebuff the rear quarter panel to reduce those scratches down and get rid of some of them, and then degrease and reapply the Wax is Dead quick cure, which cures in an hour. So Lou's been able to drive the car away, so that's done, which is great. Now today's video, is a QD. What is a QD? For all you know, we always talk about these quick terms and people ask me sometimes, what actually is it? Right, okay, so QD stands for Quick Detailer. Now let's just cut through all of the quickness. Oh, my head is not working today. I'm just getting over this horrible man flu. And it's just knocked me for 6. I'm trying to get back on my feet today. So essentially you could think of it as a bit like a spray wax, okay? So you spray it on your car, you buff it, and it makes the car shine, okay? So that's essentially what a quick detailer is. But there's so much more to it, John. Because if you read them, they're also for cleaning. So like cleaning dust and fingerprints. Like they sometimes say water spots, anything really, like, you get a bit of bird muck. Ooh, yeah. Some of you are going to be going nuts. But just stuff on the car where you don't want to wash it, so you can spray it with a bit of quick detailer and just wipe it off gently, and clean the car without washing the car. So that's one function of it. So cleaning, they're cleaners. And some of them are a lot better at cleaning than others. The next thing they do is add that lovely word, protection. We love that, don't we? Protection. So they can leave materials behind, like emulsified waxes, like acrylic, like some of them are PTFE. Most of them have got forms of silicon in there, amino functional silicons that can actually bond and stuff like that, siloxanes, all that sort of stuff. So they can add protection, they can sit on top of a wax, add gloss as well, add protection, gloss. Okay. The next thing they can do is they can help dry the car. So when your car's covered in water, they call it drying aid, don't they? Drying aid. You don't really need to use this, but you might like to. And I do sometimes when I'm lazy, and I think it's a good opportunity to cover the car in drying aid and then towel dry it and then buff it all up to a shine. It can work sometimes, but sometimes when it's warmer, I feel like it's best just to get the car dry very quickly with nothing. And, 99% dry, and then come back with your detailer when it's 99% dry. But whatever. You could argue that the drying aid adds a bit of lubricity. It's a word the industry loves, lubricity. I don't spell it wrong, who cares? Now, they also can contain waterless wash technology. Waterless wash. So they can do the dirt encapsulation. So it reduces scratching, a bit like using a waterless wash is quite an effective way of washing your car. Not a massive fan of ever using a waterless wash. A rinseless wash diluted, yes, I like that. But not where you get these waterless wash ones, although they do work. But I don't know. So there's a list of what they could do. Now, the other thing that we haven't talked about is surface suitability. So some detailers are just for paintwork, but some work on glass. Some work on trim. Some you can use on interiors, and leather and all that sort of stuff. So they can be used on and metals and any surface. So really, a good detailer should be friendly on every single surface. They're not detailers, they're just a list of things I'm working on. Now, what detailers do you recommend? Well, I recommend, as a lot of the time, Built Hamber Quick Detailer, because it does everything I've just said on that list. It's a waterless wash, it's a rinseless wash, it's a clay lube as well, I didn't mention that. You can use detailers as clay lubes. It has the the charged polymer stuff, so it doesn't scratch as much. But I use it because it's a concentrate, and I buy a little 500ml bottle, mix it all out at 1:9 in here, and it gives me 5 litres of it. But even going beyond that, at 1:20 is maybe even a good usable ratio. So therefore, your cost, this will last you like years. You'll be so bored with it, you'll want to buy another one just because you're bored. But you go beyond that kind of bling thing. You do. So this is like a tool. And that's how I view it. Are there other good detailers out there? Yeah, there's loads. Some are really good. This is not the most blingy. It's not the most beady. It's not the smoothest. But it's just a tool. And I'm going to show you here. It's a great tool. And get on with it, you tool. Sorry. Never do humour. And you can just mist this on, which is what I like. And these are good misters, these little things that hurt your hand, these IK trigger guns. And I've just put a misting of the QD, you can see it all patchy there, over the car. And it just buffs really nice to a shine. So you've got to just create the film first, so go over it, create the film. Create the film. That's always the rule with the quick detailer. Then flip that round, and then you've got a dry side, and then just buff to a shine. And I'm telling you, whether it's the Rupes Advanced I've got underneath, this is just so slick. It's really good. It's really good. It's not interfering with my Rupes Advanced. So this Built Hamber on top of Rupes Advanced seems to work really well. So you can see where I've misted it. So I'll get the wet side again. We'll just form the film. You can see even at 1:9, it's still quite a lot there. Then we'll just flip. We'll get a clean side. It's just starting to get wet through the tail now. Then we just buff. It's so easy to use, actually. When you put it on that thin, you can almost just leave it and it will vape off, as long as you haven't put any thickness in it. If you use this much more, like 1:1 and stuff, it can be harder to work with and need more buffing, a little bit streakier. So 1:9 is the sweet spot. And especially when there's loads of standing water in the car, because you're really mixing it down even more. So we'll just do another little demo here. Yeah, we've misted a good amount on there. Is that the same cloth? I can't remember. I think it's a dry cloth. So we'll take this cloth here. We'll just spread the detailer over half the roof. Go back across. So we've got that film. That's it. And then we'll come back. Won't flip, I just grab a dry one, and then we just buff in little circles. It's just starting to flash, you see that? But see, when you've got it on thin, how easy it is to buff off. You're not getting any smearing. You can see the wet side there. Look, I'm going to show it in the light so you can see it. Look at that. Really easy, so you're going to get a clean finish. Let's show you again on that little bit where we got light. Here we go. See that? So nice. So it's all about also finding a product that works for you. I didn't like this Built Hamber thing. I used it once and in a mega test for PVD on my black van, when I had the black van, and it made the van look amazing, really glossy. And I thought, really good detail spray. And then I kept it, it's out of all those 75 products, it was one of the ones that I kept. And when I used it again at other times, I went hurling it on. I found, well, it's a bit streaky. And I never really explored the fact it was a concentrate and you could mix it down 1 to 20, because I was like, I want to use it at 1 to 1 because it says maximum gloss. I want maximum gloss. But really, it's not the detail spray that's giving you the gloss, is it? It's how sort of well you look after your paintwork on your car. And the detail spray is just a tool. And then when I experimented with using it at really low ratios as drying aids and things like that, at 1 to 10, 1 to 20, I was just like, this detail spray is exactly what I want. And like I say, a bottle of it will last me forever. And that forms part of my philosophy of what I buy in my garage. It's all the stuff which I can use as a really good tool that I can get in large quantities. These are from Labs Unlimited. I'll ask before someone asks. You know, I can buy 5 litres of it as an extreme concentrate, and it doesn't cost me a lot of money. So I love products that are concentrated, like this McKee's or ONR, doesn't matter, whichever one you want. This extreme screen wash, you know, I put a tiny bit in from Bonnyman's. This auto wash shampoo from Bill Hamber, I use 5 ml per wash. This tack seal, it's got a tiny bit of water in it, I shouldn't have put that in there. But every time I want to mix up some sealant, I'll take like 200 ml to 400 ml water, something like that, and mix myself up 600 ml of spray, and that will last me like a year, you know, for my own cars. So the costs of everything I use are very low, and that's just the way I work. But I also do like, you know, I do like trying other products and exploring stuff. It's not all about finding the cheapest on the market. It's about finding something that you like and you enjoy using. So you don't have to follow my recommendations. In fact, it'd be good in this video is if you tell me what you use detailing sprays for and what your favourite one is and why in the comments, and that will make this video very, very awesome. My throat's starting to go. Thank you very much for watching. I've got this sent through as well from Ram, the Ram the man, the leather man. He is creating a line of leather care products, and later on, you know, the full range of the whole leather kit and caboodle for refinishing and all that. So I haven't used it yet, but I'll say I won't spoil the surprise because it's got some unique features, this. So that's Geist. Keep an eye out for Geist in the future, and I'll get a video done on it as soon as I can. Other than that, guys, I hope that answers the questions on what is a QD, and I probably missed a few other things in there that you could use quick QDs for as well, haven't I? Maybe not, maybe not. Don't know. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when